This journey began with ice. At first, just a line on the horizon, then icebergs, sea ice, glaciers, an entire continent made from variations of white and blue. We watched an aurora dance south of Tasmania. We crossed into a world where almost everything was larger than us: oceans, weather, distance, silence. At Point Alden, the wind reminded us how little control we really have. Elsewhere, there were moments of extraordinary stillness, kayaking beside ice, watching seals resting on frozen seas. And then, on the Shackleton ice shelf, emperor penguins, more than 50 of them, standing in a landscape that seemed almost too improbable to be real. There were whales, orcas, icebergs turning over, and colors in the ice that seemed to contain every possible shade of blue. Then Antarctica began to loosen its hold. Kerguelen appeared from the Southern Ocean. Crozet followed, albatrosses, penguins, and the brief, immense presence of a blue whale. Slowly, the world became green again. And eventually, after weeks surrounded by ocean, Cape Town appeared. Land, people, heat, a white rhino beneath an African sky, and the rather ridiculous decision to step backwards off Table Mountain on a rope. Then everything changed again. Ice became sand. In Mauritania, the horizon opened once more, but this time beneath a desert sun. We traveled in a small convoy across landscapes with almost no roads. We found wells, bones, petroglyphs, ancient manuscripts, and towns slowly being reclaimed by the desert. We followed camel tracks across dunes that changed shape every time the wind moved across them. And eventually we stood inside the Eye of Africa, a pattern so enormous it can be seen from space, but almost impossible to comprehend while standing within it. That is where the journey's name began to make sense: Ice to Eye. Not simply two places, two ways of seeing scale. One landscape built from frozen water, another from stone and sand. And then Morocco. The emptiness gradually filled again, with people, markets, food, architecture, pattern. And in Chefchaouen, blue returned. Not Antarctic blue this time, but blue chosen by human hands. And finally, on the last day, green trees, clear pools, water tumbling through a mountain gorge. After 9 weeks of looking, perhaps that is what I see most clearly. Nothing exists in isolation. Ice becomes water, rock becomes sand, civilizations become ruins, landscapes change, people come and go. We began surrounded by water, made solid, and we finished beside mountain ice that returned to water. Somewhere between the two were thousands of kilometers and more extraordinary things than I could ever have expected to see. So, after all of it, what do I see? A world in constant motion, forever becoming something else. And how extraordinarily lucky we are to be part of it.